Important points to get ready for communication skills in interviews. What are the important points that make our communication skills ready for the interview purpose? This is the objective of today's discussion. And first point, you have already mentioned that self intro is the beginning of the discussion. And second point, self intro and filling details in the required format. Filling the details properly in the required format. Generally, it is called personal information questionnaire. Let me tell you one thing. It is easy to fill any hobby, any interest, any strength, any weakness, any sports activity, any group activity. But what relevancy factor I have? One must acknowledge the relevancy factor. With his objective to the interview. What relevancy factor you have with the current interview? Like you are a student of civil engineering background. Now, don't think everything will be of civil engineering there. And don't think there will be nothing of civil engineering. So you have to acknowledge what relevancy factor is, which organization you are going to apply, and what is your post. So this way you should make your details ready. Now, a student who is applying in Indian Armed Forces and saying that I have no sports activity is really surprising. If he says that he has no interest in arms and ammunition, about fighter jets, it is surprising. He says that although I want to join defense, but sorry to say, I have no information about it. So this is the relevancy factor, how you filter your data. One may have hobby of playing coins, or playing with marbles, or playing with anything. But one has to find the relevancy factor, what to mention, so that it should be relevant. Right? Now it should be relevant practically. Not just a bluff. आपके इंटरव्यू देने के स्टाइल से, आपके डिटेल देने के स्टाइल से ऐसा ना लगे कि आपने कुछ ओवर तैयारी कर रखी है. इट शुडंट लुक लाइक दैट यू हैव डन सम ओवर प्रिपरेशन. लाइक इन मेनी शॉर्ट इंटरव्यूज यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड, ऐसा लग रहा है कि बचपन से एक आईएएस को पाला जा रहा था. बहुत ज्यादा बोरिंग भी ना लगे. मतलब वन शुड बी रियलिस्टिक. One should not be in a bluff, in a mood of bluff or pleasant talks. Right? It should be real one. One should not be in pleasant talks. Sir, हर चीज आप उसको रेडी करके दे रहे. तो ये जो फर्स्ट पॉइंट है सेल्फ इंट्रो, दिस हैज लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट. राइट? डोंट टेक इट very simple manner. That is the reason there is one-to-one meeting with sir, and it is analyzed very well. And second point, I told cross questions of the self intro for in-depth analysis. You will have in-depth analysis of yourself, right? This preparation makes us feel that we have inquired about all the necessary details related to us. This point also is very exhaustive. Like there is a discussion about your place. You must be aware of your place, and if you are aware of your place, you are supposed to be aware of this whole world, universe. But the one who is unaware of his own hometown, own state, own country, how is he supposed to be aware of geopolitics? And even if he is aware, that's of no use. So many questions are asked. Neighboring district they can ask, what is happening in your district, what are the current schemes, what are the latest events, they can ask you. So this is what the relevancy factor. They don't ask anything happening in USA. Even if you are unaware, it's fine, no problem. But something that happened in your hometown, which shows your observation, which shows your update, your latest acquaintance, right? So there you must be updated. And third point, as he said, dynamism to handle cross questions, rapid fire questions, questions of presence of mind, and cognitive skills. Okay guys, 3 steps are ready, fine. I think you have understood what dynamism you required. I think I did explained in detail, right? So dynamism means what purpose you have and what explanation you are going to give. Now let's proceed. What can be the next point when it comes to make your communication strong for the interview? Yeah, please share. No, practice is a common word that includes everything, right? We are making a checklist so that nothing should be left out. If he has interview, he must go through these points and he should give ranking. He should give marks. Okay, should I continue? If you don't have ideas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, according to me, academics. Make an area of specialization. Now guys, understand the point. You should have an area of specialization. Many students try to skip this point. They think that nothing should be asked in academics. They want this. But do you want this?
No, sir.
If yes, why? You have got this opportunity on the basis of academics or on the basis of something else.
Academics, sir.
One should be truthful to one's roots. Come on. One should be truthful to one's roots. What a great attitude this is. If you are skipping your academics, you are not truthful to your roots. So have an area of specialization and be proud to mention that. This is what the preparation is. This is what your communication skill is. Now there many students say, may I speak in Hindi? This particular questions are asked and they mention about their boards that have been through this board, so I'm not able to explain that in English. Allow me to speak in Hindi so that I can continue, or in your other language. So if you are preparing for the interview, you should have this much communication skill that you should be able to explain that. You should not hesitate that. So look at your academics. What special area you may have, and let me tell you very clearly that there is a subject. Inside that subject there are different sections. Inside those sections there is a different particular topic. Inside that topic there is a particular definition. You can prepare this much. Who has said that you say that maths is my favorite subject, and then some questions are there? सर गलत पूछ रहे आप. कैलकुलस भी मेरा फेवरेट है एक्चुअली. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में अपना थोड़ा सा आप सीधा यहां तक ले जाओ, डेफिनेशन तक ले जाओ. किसने मना किया? आप बताइए. सर मैथ्स इज माय फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट. इन दैट आई लाइक कैलकुलस सेक्शन, and in calculus section the topic differentiation is my favorite one. Differential equations, I really find a lot of logic while solving them. सीधा आपने वहां पे ट्रैकर रखा है कि सर इसी के आसपास रहिएगा, मैंने सेट कर दिया है. अगर इसके आगे आप कहीं इधर उधर जाते हैं, सर आई हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड एक्चुअली दैट हैजंट बीन माय मच स्पेशलाइजेशन. नो प्रॉब्लम. एटीट्यूड मैटर्स और नॉट. Now there you said academics कुछ नहीं, उसको छोड़ दीजिए सर, उसमें कुछ मत पूछिए. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. एक अपना सेक्शन जरूर रखिए. अगर ये नहीं तो हम नहीं. आप हैं क्योंकि आपकी रूट्स हैं, एंड रूट्स को हमेशा पानी देना आपका कर्तव्य है. तो हर दिन एवरी डे you should look at your academics. You should find questions of academics. What number of questions can be asked? You should write them, and you should make your answers ready, and be happier that I'm going to present my favorite subject. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Now my next point is about the organization. Mission statement, vision statement, historical background, achievements, current updates, etc. See, the organization I'm going to join, definitely I will have a rich experience of that organization once I spend time over there. And the organization has training module also. They will train me, I know that. But this is my moral responsibility to know my destination, where I'm going actually, where I'm going to give my interview. So I must know about mission statement, vision statement, historical background, achievements of the organization, and what is happening right now. What are the latest updates? So in your context, you should make it ready. You should make separate notes, and again it is very relevant to your preparation, so make separate notes. Like many questions are asked that why do you want to join this? Why do you want to join this organization? People are unable to convince this part. So sometimes they talk very attractive things that this organization gives this. So again, selfish nature, thinking of oneself. Who likes? Do you like? Do you want your friend to always think about himself? You want your friend to be cooperative. Sometimes he should share dishes with you as well. He should not only take your dishes. Is it so?
No, sir.
You want to give your dishes to him all the time. Anyways, excess of anything is bad. If you find that the next person is very selfish, you won't like that. In the same manner, the candidate who has come for the interview is just talking about his benefits. So here in this organization there is a good salary. One cannot kick me easily. Here surety is there. Long-term association is there. And I have canteen facility also. After this, I have my own dress, and I have respect in my society. This is very common. Know your organization. You can make your answer better, right? So one should know about the organization. This is an important update. And after this, about current affairs. Now, I would like to highlight one thing. Again, there is relaxation. No, don't worry कि ये बहुत बड़ा सेक्शन है. देखो वैसे एक्सपेक्टेशन है तो होती है कि 4 to 6 months. 4 to 6 months updates must be ready. But bare minimum updates क्या होते हैं? Updates of the day. जिस दिन आपका इंटरव्यू है उसके एक दो दिन पहले से जितने अपडेट्स हैं, लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स आपके जरूर रेडी हो. बाकी जो अच्छी तैयारी है वो तो 4 to 6 months, दैट टेक्स अराउंड 4 to 6 months अपडेट्स, राइट. But it gives a very bad impression if something happened just yesterday and you are unaware and you are here for the interview. If something is special today and you are unaware, if some special occasions are there for your organization when their foundation day celebrated and you are unaware, so this shows that you don't have interest in current updates. So you must have, and make it synchronized. See, its scope is unlimited, but again relevancy factor is there. So you prepare those details which are relevant to your profile. At least those details must be ready. Now, what is the next point? Special attention on rapid fire questions. Special attention on rapid fire questions. How these questions are formed and their objective. I think everyone is aware about rapid fire questions. You know about its objective to assess your retainability skills, how you retain those points. So, what is the best way to make your rapid fire questions ready? The best way is to write your rapid fire questions yourself, and there are different sections in your self introduction. Like if you take section of your place, so there is a rapid fire question. What can be the rapid fire question? Describe your district, its neighboring districts, the names of national highways pass from your district, names of dignitaries, current situation at your district, and your ideas for its development. So this can be a short rapid fire. In the same manner, multiple rapid fire questions can be created. Like there can be a rapid fire on your name itself. There can be a rapid fire to assess your academics. They may ask you, describe your schooling days, your favorite teacher, the qualities you like most in him, and the qualities you want him to improve. Your favorite subject and your long-term vision with that subject. If you are asked long-term vision with that subject, you should have some ideas. You should not say, sir, I was just studying to get a job. Once I get a job, there is no long-term vision. You should be visionary. Further, what you want to do, you should add on. So everybody understood? This is an important phase. Here you have to checkpoint. You should put a checkpoint whether this section is ready or not, and every day you should analyze it. Now, after this, next point comes, one should be excellent in repartee. One should develop one's gift of the gap and presentation skills. Repartee, you understand? Jawab talab. Repartee means question and answer, Q&A, right? So, how question comes, how you utilize it in your favor. Like one question was there, what negative qualities do you see in your parents? I think last time there was discussion. Then I shared my ideas that instead of sharing those common points, you can actually include your personality into it. Now, anyone can share that my parents are overcaring. Anyone can share that my parents sometimes scold me so much and in front of my friends also. They should take me at a corner and there they should discuss. So these are very common things. There you need to show your creativity in this particular answer. Like you are very techy, you want your parents also to be updated with those advancements, those technical updates, and you keep sharing with them this way. And this practice requires you to have different warm-up exercises, different practice sessions, like group discussions can be organized and jam session can be organized. So this has to go on. And next point, I would say, accept your feedback happily and energetically in order to ameliorate it further. One should have such a positive attitude that even if negative remarks are being made for your candidature, one should be hopeful till the interview lasts. Right? Don't lose your hope. Suppose you couldn't answer one question due to some reason. So don't lose your hope that, oh my god, I didn't make it and my interview is not good now. I have found many candidates who didn't answer many questions very well, but then too they showed their other learning attitude, trainable traits, and it resulted into positivity. So be hopeful till your interview lasts. If any any criticism is there, handle it happily, energetically. Don't spoil your mood because you are in the interview, you are in the assessment process, and one should be hopeful till the overall phase of the interview. One should not leave hope and one should not decide that now I'm not going to make a good impression, so it's all no use. During the interview, at least you should not think. How is the impact of the interview? That will definitely come out of it, but don't make anything. So students, these are the 10 points. Have we left anything? I should write a special attention on one point more, special attention on one's group activities, sports activities, strengths and weaknesses, hobbies and interest, long term goal, short term and long term goal, these are the areas which are generally on special attention for the assessor. So, sports activities show that you are a sportive guy, you are an energetic person, your physical fitness is the key factor. You know your personality very well. What are your positive points? What are your areas of improvement? And it should be convincing as well. Hobbies and interest, obviously this section is checked so much, so you should give special attention in its readiness. And overall messages, deliver with passion. You should have such an attitude where you have the attitude to do the best, right? Overall goal for the interview is overall interaction should be delivered passionately, right? Now there are new students, so I would like to cover up all the points of self introduction, and those who have already made their introduction ready, they can share their points. So first point is, guys, don't turn pages. We don't want you to go through your pattern. Just a rehearsal. Wishing. Come on, say everyone. Wishing. Name plus place. Which place you belong to. And after this, present status. Presently what you are doing. Actually, this section you may think it can be included also and it can be excluded also. Because presently all of you are preparing for Indian Armed Forces, right? So later, when you will be posted, when you will join the organization, that time this point will be very important. And how many of you are working professional? Anyone who is working professional? So for you, present status matters. Both of you. Presently, I am posted at this area. I am into this thing, right? So students may leave and professionals can include. Now, after present status, what should I mention? Skills and qualities. Since it is my interview, so I must bring my skills and qualities first. And I must not forget my roots, that is my academics. So about my academics, I must mention from higher to lower, H to L. Means your highest qualification, then you may continue further. After your academics, what matters? Extra curricular activities. Now what comes in extracurricular activities? Group activities and sports activities. One should be very particular about it. And after this, you can mention about your achievements, what achievements you have got, and area of specialization, what area of specialization you have, and then family background. After family background, you should mention your hobbies and interest. And once more, aim of life, and confidently the way you begin, it's all about me. Thank you. So this is your set pattern of giving introduction. It will take around 1 minute. I was talking about best introduction. Best introduction, what are the qualities of best introduction? Anyways, we'll discuss it little later, right? If we discuss all the things in one session, that won't be good. So this is your pattern of self-introduction. This is your first step. Any confusion in this?
No, sir.
No, let new students explore it. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Do you think it is very lengthy? It's not lengthy, and your listener has patience. Don't think that your listener has short of time. He is going somewhere. He will sit properly and he will have proper assessment. Generally, we curtail our introduction because we think that the next person might not have that much time. But here it is not the case. Here we call it formal introduction. What we call it?
Formal introduction.
And in formal introduction, your name is enough. Your eye contact is enough. So informal introduction is different. This is formal introduction. Have you written this?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So after once your introduction is ready, your work begins. Like here you talk about your name. Now when you mention your name, some of you use myself. How many of you use this? Myself. One should not use. You know the reason? What is the reason? Why this sentence is wrong?
It's a reflexive pronoun.
Yes, this is reflexive pronoun, and this comes always at last of your sentence. Come on, practice with me. They plan their matches themselves. My mother cooks food herself.
My mother cooks food herself.
I make my introduction ready myself.
I make my introduction ready myself.
We take care of our country ourselves.
We take care of our country ourselves.
She prepares her presentations herself.
She prepares her presentation herself.
You have any doubt? Mr.
No, sir.
Ravikant. So you can see all reflexive words here, they all are coming with subject. No reflexive pronoun has come without subject. That's the point. So avoid using myself. Now the next common mistake that students generally do, they say, I belongs to Kanpur. Why they say like this, belongs to? Or sometimes they say, I am belong to. नहीं, ये नहीं कि तुम सेंटेंस चेंज कर दो, आई लिव इन कर दो, इसी में गलती ढूंढो. बिलोंग्स नहीं होगा, बिलोंग होगा. ये कुछ कॉमन मिस्टेक्स हैं. और आई एम बिलोंगिंग ये ऐसा कभी होता नहीं है. और आई एम बिलोंग का मीनिंग तो बहुत खराब जा रहा है. बोलो, आई एम ऑनेस्ट, आई एम बिलोंग, मैं बिलोंग. So one should not commit such mistakes. Alright, so this is the pattern. Make your details ready in this pattern. And how many of you think this pattern is so lengthy we might forget some points? This practically doesn't happen.
Actually, it requires practice, sir.
It requires your memory mapping. Come on, say with me. First, I am going to cover my details.
First, I am going to cover my details.
In my details,
In my details,
the main details are,
the main details are,
of course, I'll begin with name and place.
of course, I will begin with name and place.
Right after name and place,
Right after name and place,
I'm here for my personality assessment.
I am here for my personality assessment.
I must talk about my personality,
I must talk about my personality,
my strengths,
my strengths,
my qualities,
my qualities,
my skills,
my skills,
which are going to give me this designation.
which are going to give me this designation.
Second number is of academics.
Second number is of academics.
Third number is of extracurricular activities.
Third number is of extracurricular activities.
It's important to decorate your details.
It's important to decorate your details.
I must mention my achievements.
I must mention my achievements.
Apart from my achievements,
Apart from my achievements,
I should also know
I should also know
the areas
the areas
where I wish to explore more.
where I wish to explore more.
So I must explain
So I must explain
area of specialization.
area of specialization.
These are my details.
These are my details.
Now I will give details of my family.
Now I will give details of my family,
Little bit हंसी मजाक, hobbies and interest.
hobbies and interests.
एक बार फिर से
एक बार फिर से
aim of life.
aim of life,
Just to recall
just to recall
what my objective is.
what my objective is.
And it's all about me.
It's all about me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing to forget. If you do memory mapping like this, खुद से बात करो. Talk to yourself. आपका इंट्रो है और आपको ही इसे डिजाइन करना है. आप लोग इसे लिखें और एक बार चेक खुद से जरूर करें और मेरे से भी चेक करें. ठीक है. All right, shall we wind up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So